What's going on, guys? How are
Yeah, make it go.
Mate, that looks beautiful. Hey. Do you mind if I pull out a microphone and record it?
Go for it, go for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Planet Auditory. My name is Zak Roams. I'm a composer and producer from Sydney, Australia. Basically, I'm going to be traveling around the world, capturing audio samples and musicians, and then using those sounds to create music that best represents the place I'm in. Before I can start recording sounds around Sydney and figuring out what Sydney actually sounds like, I need to figure out what makes Sydney, Sydney.
I guess what makes Sydney Sydney is that busy living, you know, the idea of you got to get really stuck in and otherwise you get left behind, but also that idea where if you want to you can go away to these amazing places, beaches, whatever, and just be in total relaxation with it, you know. It's that nice kind of balance where it's hectic but it's chill.
Yeah, Sydney, what makes Sydney Sydney is, yeah, like you said, like the beaches and being in the like amazing harbour and like just that warm weather all the time. It's just such a summery feel that you really don't get it in other places in the world.
What about the lockouts?
Man, the lockouts are shit.
Yeah.
Go home at 1:30. Go home. I don't even finish work till 1.
One sound band or artist?
One sound band or artist. Well, it all comes back to Flume, I reckon. For me, it's all about that high pitched vocals and those
Dreamy
warm,
synths.
drimpy synths, yeah, like, and big snares with heaps of reverb and I don't know, other things like that.
But beyond that, a lot of the sounds is that like inner city hustle, a lot of trains, a lot of airplanes flying overhead, a lot of angry taxi drivers. Taxi drivers here are angry, man.
Yeah.
They're brutal.
It is a pretty nice day in Sydney today. I'm currently on my way to the CBD of Sydney, to the city. I'm gonna try and interview some people, record some bands, record some artists. I'm pretty excited. Let's see how today turns out. That is definitely a sound of Sydney. Everywhere you go, every transport system in Sydney has that same ding. I mean, the camera probably doesn't do it much justice, but it's massive.
Said I like you, I do. This is just about the timing.
Hey, have you guys got 5 minutes?
Hannah, Louisa, Catty.
From Germany. They're backpacking around Australia at the moment. They're going to answer some questions what they think makes Sydney, Sydney.
This place where we are right now makes Sydney, Sydney. With that view that you can see the Harbour Bridge and the Opera House.
For me, Sydney is Sydney because of the busy people here and everything is so busy. First city I see which is so close to the beach and to the water, it's nice.
So, I've kind of swayed from Circular Quay. I'm now in the Rocks. It's called the Rocks. Sort of like a suburb in Sydney. I'm trying to get on top of the Harbour Bridge. And I've done it 1,000 times. But I could never remember where the walkway is. I mean, it's right there. Pretty much inside the Harbour Bridge, so I thought this is a perfect opportunity to record some sounds. Okay, so I just finished the pylon walk and I thought I should capture some sounds of the actual bridge in use, you know? So the car's actually traveling over. I'm gonna hit some things.
Security guards are freaking out. They don't know what the hell's going on. There's just something, it just all popped up everywhere, all on the radios. I think I should stop.
Gabriel Gonzalez.
Zach, nice to meet
Zak.
you.
Phil.
Phil?
Yeah.
I'm Zach.
Zach.
Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
Bonaire.
Alex.
Alex, Zach, man. Nice to
mate.
meet you.
My name is Zach, man. What's yours?
I'm Chaden.
Chaden.
Chaden, yeah.
That's a pretty interesting name.
Thanks, man.
What do you think makes Sydney, Sydney?
You know, everything, all the people here, I guess that's what makes the city.
So I like the amount of people and how multicultural it is.
Yeah, and the diversity of the
Yeah.
people, yeah.
My family, immigrants, came by. That's what makes Sydney to me. It's the fact that it's like a multicultural melting pot.
What do you think makes Sydney, Sydney?
Newtown.
Newtown. Are you from Newtown?
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough.
Right.
Hectic.
Sydney is like Noah's Ark
Yeah.
because in this city you can find people from everywhere,
Everywhere in the world.
everywhere in the world.
Pretty busy city. What I've seen till now, everyone is, walks fast and it's kind of tunnel vision, you know.
If you could describe Sydney in one sound, band or artist, what do you think it would be?
Wow! that's
That's the sound?
yeah.
Fair enough.
You know, it's like an explosion and then all these buildings, all these people.
Yeah.
One sound, band or artist that represents Sydney, or like what Sydney's sound, what would it be?
Sticky fingers.
Everyone's saying sticky fingers.
It was a real sunny day, we were chilling in the land.
For me, it'd be waves crashing.
Waves crashing.
Waves crashing on like a gnarly little shore break.
Do you surf yourself?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, sick. Okay, top 5, what makes Sydney, Sydney? And almost everybody says this, and I have to agree with them, and that was how multicultural and how diverse Sydney is. Which is awesome. I love that this place is just a huge melting pot. 2. And number 2 was how busy everyone is in Sydney. Me, I'm a perfect example. I'm always busy, always going somewhere, always doing something. Number 3, and I'm gonna have to explain this to everyone who doesn't live in Sydney, is everyone has fought so hard for this to abolish this stupid law, and that is the lockouts. You cannot get into any venue after 1:30. And there's just so many laws to prevent people going out and having a good time. Look it up. You'll be shocked. Okay, number 4 was, and this is probably pretty obvious, was the beaches and the weather / the Sydney Harbour. Okay, so the top 3 artists that everyone said that represented Sydney or was Sydney's sound was number 1, Sticky Fingers, number 2, Flume, and number 3, DMAs. Now, I don't want everyone to think that I'm gonna create like a Sticky Fingers song and a Flume song and just mash it together and create this awesome sticky fingery Flume track, because I'm not. I'm just going to use the kind of music they make to influence what I'm going to make. Okay, right, so I've created my backing track and now I'm currently packing my bags because I'm going to head into the city of Sydney and find some street musicians, some buskers, and I'm going to get them to record over the backing track so they can help me develop the sound of Sydney. I'm also going to try and find some samples, like I listed before, with the top 5 sounds and samples, and we're going to get all the material we need to finish this track off and create a track that best represents Sydney for what it is.
center of the city, Queen Victoria building, and this is a perfect example of everyone saying that Sydney is a busy freaking city. There are people running everywhere, pushing past me. Mayhem. I'm gonna basically be cutting it over. Do you reckon I can just grab you just strumming those chords? So I heard this faint, distant sound coming from somewhere. I did not know where it was, and eventually I found this guy. He's playing the coolest instrument ever. Where are you from?
Argentina.
What's your name?
Ramiro Munoz.
Zach, man, lovely to meet you. That sounds amazing. Are you able to hit specific notes? Okay, day 2, field recording. Today I'm going to be focusing more on audio samples rather than musicians. I've got exactly 4.5 hours till I start work, so I'm cutting it pretty close. But I'm going to head to the city, and I'm going to be recording mainly footsteps, traffic, anything that makes Sydney, Sydney.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
السلام عليكم اسمي درويش عايش بسدني.
So I've got a microphone just balanced over here. Just picking up the sounds of the craziness of peak hour in the city. I'm done with town hall. I'm done with town hall. Let's go somewhere else. I got work in like an hour. I've got work in an hour, so I don't have much time left. I think it might be the end of today. We'll have to do another few days of this. So we're getting some cool sounds. Okay, day 3 recording. Today is beach day, so I'm heading to Coogee Beach. Gonna get some recordings of the waves and the water there. At the moment it's pretty nice and still, so I'll hopefully be able to get some recordings of the calm water. And then when the wind picks up, I should be able to get some gnarly waves crashing on the shore break.
Heel toe in the disco, like alright, let's get to business. See, I want to see your girlfriend, man. I want to fiddle your missies. I didn't wear these carded pants without some serious ambition. I you're red, I'm coming at
I'm gonna head just down there to the beach so I can get the
crashing over the waves right on the shore. And hopefully I get something that's not so...
Rolling swishes.
Right, I need to find the area with the least amount of kids, least amount of people. Probably best thing to probably do is not come to Coogee and find a secluded beach, but nevertheless, we'll find the perfect sound.
Now shall we get down to it? You was a decade, you blew it, and I would like to retain my prize. Is that very good by your side?
Right, so there's a cave over at the next beach over in Bronte. So the locals just told me. Apparently it's awesome for sounds, big heavy waves crash in there. Only problem is I'm running out of battery on my camera and space since I've recorded so many wave sounds today. So I'm gonna try and make it over there, but if not, then that's it for today. Right, so today is the day we finish off this track. I've got this very talented singer coming around, her name's Tamika. I've wanted to collaborate with her for a while and it's all come together. She's going to be singing over the top of the track that I've created out of recording only samples off the streets. Pretty keen, she's going to be here any minute and she's going to give me some nice vocals. Because I fly out of the country in the next week, basically my studio has become very, very empty. See, there's nothing around, so I've had to come up with some sort of vocal booth, and a bit of improvising has been required, and this is what I've come up with. I think it's going to do the job. It's not too bad. I mean, I'm going to be recording around Southeast Asia and India, so I'm going to have to get pretty used to improvising on the spot. But it's going to be all sweet. Finally, the track is done. After many hours of mixing and editing in the studio, I finally finished it off today. The video is all done. It's been one hell of an adventure. It's been a lot of fun. The recording session went really, really well. Tamika is an amazing singer. She's also got a really good ear for producing. She really came in and just like took over, was pointing out things, was trying different things. We were in the studio for about 6 hours, but we got it all done in one session. So thank you so much, Tamika. You are a lifesaver. You've really taken this track up a few notches. Now, before I play the track, I do just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who was involved. Everyone who let me interview them and record them. This wouldn't be complete without you guys. You guys were totally awesome, so thank you so, so much. Really looking forward to the next episode, which will be filmed in Hanoi, in Vietnam. I fly out in 2 days. My room is completely empty. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you like the video and you like the track and you want to see more, just hit the subscribe button below. Leave any comments of what you think about the track in the comments section. I'll surely get back to you. And so without further ado, let me play to you the sound of Sydney.
Salut, je m'appelle Victor et j'habite à Sydney. Salam alaikum, ismi Darwish, عايش في Sydney.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
Cheers to the dreamers, the night thinkers. Lights off, but not 'cause we're sleeping. Look from the street, you can see, but the windows are black. We haven't made it back. Cheers to the dreamers, the secret keepers, waiting for the train, living yesterday, leaning closer. You can't hear, but turn the music up. They're playing trap.
guys. You can't get in. 1:30 lock.
Cheers to the dreamers, the night thinkers. Lights off, but not 'cause we're sleeping. Look from the street, you can't see, but the windows are black. We haven't made it back. Cheers to the dreamers, the secret keepers, waiting for the train, living yesterday. Leaning closer, you can't hear, but turn the music up. They're playing trap. Cheers to the dreamers, the night thinkers. Lights off, but not 'cause we're sleeping. Look from the street, you can't see, but the windows are black. We haven't made it back. Cheers to the dreamers, the secret keepers, waiting for the train, living yesterday. Leaning closer, you can't hear, but turn the music up. They're playing trap.
We have now officially made it to Vietnam. Alright, so we made it to Muni.